This is my Apple Watch Ultra 2, and in my opinion, this is hands down the best value for money Apple Watch that you can buy right now in 2026. So right now, at the time of recording this video, you can find this Apple Watch Ultra 2nd generation for sale used for around $400 US, maybe even a little bit lower. And considering what you get, $400 is a fantastic deal for this watch, even if it's used. So for your $400, you're really getting a pretty decent package with this Apple Watch. The design is just fantastic. It's made out of titanium and sapphire. On top of the build, you also get a secondary button on this side, which is the action button. You also get a really bright, large display. You get almost 2-day battery life, and you also get some advanced features like wrist gestures. So in terms of value, the package that you get really is amazing. So you may be asking yourself, what is different between this watch and the newest Apple Watch Ultra 3? And the good news is there's not that much difference. So with the Apple Watch Ultra 3, there are two things that you get. The first one is a slightly bigger display. And when I say slightly, I mean slightly, like it is tiny. The bezel is just a little bit thinner. So if that's something you care about, you can spend double the money and get the Ultra 3. In my opinion, it really isn't worth it. And once you're looking at one watch on your wrist, you're not going to be thinking that the other newer model has a slightly bigger display. So it really isn't that big of a deal. And the second thing is the Apple Watch Ultra 3 has emergency SOS via satellite. So this Apple Watch Ultra 2 simply doesn't offer that. You will have to be connected to your phone to do anything. So if you're out of cellular range, your Apple Watch cannot connect to satellites. But the good news is if you have a newer iPhone, iPhone 14 or newer, your iPhone is going to have those satellite features. And odds are most people have a phone that is newer than the iPhone 14. So it really doesn't matter that much in my opinion. There's something pretty interesting about the way Apple sold this Apple Watch Ultra, and that is the fact that this was the newest model Apple Watch Ultra for 2 years. And we really don't see that with Apple, especially with products like, the iPhone and the Apple Watch. So the Apple Watch Ultra 2 was released in September of 2023. So what happened in September 2024? Well, Apple released a new color for this watch. That's all they did. So if you had the Apple Watch Ultra 2 and you bought it in September 2023, a year later, you still had the newest Apple Watch. And that stood for a whole other year until September of 2025 when Apple unveiled the Apple Watch Ultra 3 and only added those two features I told you about. So considering the age of this watch, the feature set that you get inside is pretty outstanding. So now I want to talk about 7 reasons why I believe this Apple Watch is fantastic. The first one is the battery life. Even though this Apple Watch Ultra is a few years old, and if you buy it used, the battery is not going to be new, because of the physical size of the Apple Watch, there is a much bigger battery inside of here. And even though my battery health on this model is 95%, I'm still getting 2 days of battery life. And on top of that, when I do forget to charge, the quick charging on the Apple Watch is just amazing. I love it because I can hop in the shower and brush my teeth and get ready for bed. That maybe takes about 15-20 minutes. And in that 20 minutes, my Apple Watch is able to get topped up more than enough to make me through the next day. While I'm speaking on battery, I think there is something important I should mention, and that is because I'm recommending you buy this Apple Watch, it's going to be pretty hard to find it new. And odds are, if you decide to get it, you're going to be looking in the used market. So what I would recommend is, number one, look for a seller that is disclosing the battery health of the Apple Watch. If they're not telling you the battery health, do not buy it. The second thing I'd recommend is look for battery health that is at 90% or higher. Like I said, on mine, it is 95. That's why I'm still getting fantastic battery life. But if you're seeing an Apple Watch Ultra 2 that has maybe 81, 82% battery health, I'd stay away just because the battery life is going to be significantly worse than what you'd get in something that has a higher battery health like this. Number 2, the second reason I like this Apple Watch is the durable design. And that kind of comes from 2 different areas in the design of the watch. The first thing is the titanium build. So the Apple Watch is made out of solid titanium, and titanium is very, very durable, and it's also pretty light. It's a lot lighter than even stainless steel. So on my Apple Watch, I've had this for over 2 years, and the body is just immaculate. There's no scratches. The only area I notice a little bit of slight damage is around the bezel, but that's to be expected because that is literally the sharpest part of the Apple Watch. And the second part is the display. The display is made out of sapphire. So if you want to scratch the Apple Watch Ultra 2 display, you literally have to get a diamond and scratch it, because the only thing harder than sapphire is a diamond. So you're literally never gonna scratch this display. And this is still the one area where I look at my Apple Watch that is this old, and I can just look at the display and I'm just astounded that there's still literally no damage on it. And I think it's important to mention that the display is also protected by a very slight lip. So if you feel the display, the titanium edge goes very slightly over the glass or the sapphire. So if you are hitting this against something, the sapphire is not going to be taking the damage, it's going to be the titanium. But then again, the titanium is very strong. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is that this thing is built like a tank, and it's going to be pretty much impossible to damage this thing. Next, at number 3, it is the action button. The action button, if I can get my camera to focus, is this little orange button here that lives on the side of the watch. And this can be programmed to do a bunch of things. For me, I have it programmed to open the workout app. This is very handy for me. So instead of using up screen space and having a workout complication, I can simply tap on the action button and it's gonna open the workout app for me. This is important because if you're spending $400 and you're trying to get a new Apple Watch, you're definitely not going to get an Apple Watch Ultra. You're probably going to be looking at like a Series 11 or an SE, and those watches definitely don't have the action button. You can program it to pretty much anything. You can have it set a waypoint, you can have it open the compass, you can have it start a stopwatch. A bunch of things can be set to this action button. And I think just having this one singular extra button on the Apple Watch really makes it a lot more useful. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is cellular connectivity. So again, if you were buying an Apple Watch new right now, you would have to pay Apple extra money to get that watch that has cellular. So if you're buying a Series 11, I believe you have to pay somewhere like 50 to 60 bucks extra just to get cellular. But with the Apple Watch Ultra, cellular comes built in. And it kind of makes sense when you look at the price of a new Apple Watch, which is $800. But when you're looking at this watch, which is still fantastic, that you can buy used for $400, you get cellular built right in. And I really love cellular on my Apple Watch. Originally, when I first got it, I thought it was kind of a gimmick and I'd never use it, but really I swear by this. So I can leave the house without my iPhone. And if I'm running out to the grocery store or to get gas, my watch is gonna connect to the cellular tower in my area. And I'm never gonna miss a phone call or a text or an important notification. So the fact that my watch is going to be getting a data signal is very important to me. Okay, number 5 is the wrist gestures. I absolutely love these. So on this Apple Watch, there are 2 gestures that you can use to just make your life a lot easier. The first one that Apple came out with is called double tap. So if you raise up your watch and you double pinch your fingers like this, you can do certain actions on your Apple Watch. And I'll have some footage playing to show you what that looks like. Also, another useful one is called wrist flick. This one is a little bit newer than double tap, but this is good for dismissing things on your watch. So all you have to do is look at your watch and flick it away just like that, and you can dismiss notifications or close out of applications or close out of Control Center, anything you want. So just having these gestures that you can do if you only have one arm available is really, really handy. Number 6 is Apple Watch Ultra exclusive watch faces. So whether you have the Apple Watch Ultra 1, 2, or 3, you get access to these exclusive watch faces. So this one that I have on my watch, if I can get my camera to focus, is called Modular Ultra, and I just love how data rich it is. But if you look on the watch app on your phone, there are tons, and I mean tons, of watch faces that you can get for the Ultra and only the Ultra. So if you have even the newest Series 11 Apple Watch, you don't get access to these faces. And at number 7, you get all of the newest and latest health and wellness features on this Apple Watch Ultra 2, even though it's not the newest model. So things like atrial fibrillation detection, which is for your heart, blood oxygen, you can take an ECG on this. It has a wrist temperature sensor, which is good for women and tracking their cycles. I gotta look at my notes here because it just has so much. You can get sleep apnea detection. This is something Apple added recently where it's not a dedicated app on your wrist, but the sensors and the algorithms inside can detect signs of sleep apnea, and the Apple Watch can tell you the next steps it recommends to take action on that. So even though this watch is a few years old at this point, and it's not the latest generation, you still get the entire latest and greatest suite of health and wellness features, which I know is going to be very handy for a lot of people. So those were some features that make this specific Apple Watch really great. But what if you're buying your first ever Apple Watch? Because this honestly would make for an amazing first Apple Watch. I just want to go over some of the features in general that make the Apple Watch so useful. And the first one is silent notifications. So you know how annoying it is when your phone's in your pocket and it vibrates and you have to take it out of your pocket, unlock it just to check your notifications? Well, on the Apple Watch, if you have it in silent mode, no one is going to know that you have a notification. You can simply glance at your wrist, look at it, and use that wrist flick gesture to dismiss it if you don't want to take action on it right now. It's very, very handy for keeping you connected, but it's also a bit easier to be subtle with your Apple Watch. If you're resting it on the table, you can simply take a glance down at it, see it's something you don't want to deal with right now, and dismiss it without taking your phone out of your pocket. The second thing is Apple Pay. Now, Apple Pay is very fun on the watch. So when you put the Apple Watch on your wrist, you enter your passcode, and the entire time it stays on your wrist, it's going to be unlocked. So all you have to do is double click on the side button, and then you can tap your credit card or debit card and pay with Apple Pay. It's very handy, and in my opinion, it's a lot easier than using it on your iPhone because you don't have to authenticate with Face ID every time. You can just double tap, hold your watch near the terminal, and you're done. Next up is workouts and tracking your activity. So it is pretty much known right now that the Apple Watch is the gold standard in terms of tracking your workouts and your health and your fitness. And what I love about my Apple Watch is trying to close my rings every single day. And on top of that, the workout detection in the Apple Watch is amazing. If I'm out for a bike ride or a walk, it can suggest that I start a workout without me even doing anything, because it can detect if I'm doing certain activities based on my heart rate and my GPS, which is really, really cool. And also on top of that, my gym has newer machines that you can connect your Apple Watch to. So I'll go for an indoor walk or a run on the treadmill, and I can simply tap my watch and connect it to the treadmill. And now the Apple Watch and the treadmill are talking and they're sharing data. So my Apple Watch can tell the treadmill my heart rate so I can see it easier. But the treadmill can tell my Apple Watch exactly how much distance I've gone. So it's kind of cool that these two pieces of technology can now talk to each other, and in turn you can get much better results and data on your Apple Watch when you finish your workout. Number 4, the next reason you might want to buy an Apple Watch just in general is health and wellness. So like I mentioned, things like having potential sleep apnea notifications and AFib notifications. Also, the Apple Watch has what's called fall detection. So if you're out in the winter and you slip and fall on a piece of ice and you knock yourself unconscious, if you are standing still or laying still for 30 seconds, the watch can instantly call 911 for you, which is just unbelievable. It can literally save people's lives, and it definitely has before. Also things like car crash detection. This thing has advanced sensors in the gyroscope, I believe it is, that can detect a change in G-force. So if you're driving and all you have on is your Apple Watch, this can detect if you get in a car crash, and just like fall detection, it can call 911 for you. So this thing literally is, I don't want to sound cheesy, but it kind of feels like it's a little guardian angel that always lives on your wrist and could potentially save your life. The next thing is something that I like using personally on my watch, but I don't think it's that well known, and it is driving instructions on the watch. So when you use Apple Maps and you start directions to your destination, the Apple Watch can be like a little silent guide on your wrist. So if you have to do a left turn versus a right turn, it's going to give you vibration feedback on the wrist, and the vibration feels different for a left turn versus a right turn. So in theory, you don't even need to have your iPhone sitting up on your dashboard like many people do. You can just have your watch on your wrist and have both hands on the steering wheel, and based on the vibrations, you can know exactly when to turn left and when to turn right. So it's really, really handy, and I don't think a lot of people actually use this feature, but you definitely should. And the final thing I want to talk about as to why I think you should consider an Apple Watch if it's your first one is the health and data metrics that you get on the Apple Watch is completely free. And I think it's important to mention this because there's a lot of popular products nowadays, such as the Whoop band. You have to buy the band, and you also have to pay monthly to get the features that come built into the band. So if you want to see your health data on your phone, on the app, you have to pay, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But luckily on the Apple Watch, once you buy the watch, you get access to everything for free for life. You can open the activity app, you can open the health app, and you can see all the data that your Apple Watch has recorded without paying a single penny. And I think a lot of people are going to appreciate this, especially nowadays with a lot of these fitness bands requiring a monthly subscription. So that pretty much summarizes everything I wanted to say about this Apple Watch. Like I said, in my opinion, this is the best value for money Apple Watch that you can buy in 2026. Hands down. So go look for it on Facebook or Craigslist, wherever you buy used technology. Like I said, make sure you look for an Apple Watch that has at least 90% battery health or better, so you get the best value. But yeah, if you get this watch, trust me, you are not going to regret it. With all that said, I want to hear your thoughts now, so head down to the comments and tell me what you think about this Apple Watch. If you enjoyed this video, found it informative, helpful, anything, please drop a like, as it does help us out quite a bit. With all that said, my name is Michael with IDB, and I'll see you in the next video.